Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I would like to summarize the material from our fifth meeting about alternative assessment in the context of English language learning. In simple terms, alternative assessment is a non-traditional approach used to evaluate students' performance. Unlike formal tests that we usually know, this type of assessment focuses more on the learning process rather than only the final result. Its purpose is to see how students actually use language in real situations, which is often called an authentic test. Next, main characteristic. So, what makes this assessment different from other forms of evaluations? According to experts such as Douglas Brown, there are several main characteristics of alternative assessment. First is authenticity. This assessment is real and cannot easily be manipulated because it is based directly on students' actual performance, such as presentation, discussion, or interviews. Second is task-based. The assessment is carried out through practical tasks that reflect the language used. The third is student-centered. The main focus is on each student's individual progress, not only numerical scores. In addition, this assessment is also continuous, meaning teachers do not assess students only once at the end of the semester, but observe their progress over time. Why it used? There are several reasons why alternative assessment is considered effective in language learning. First is encourage critical thinking. Students are asked to analyze, evaluate, and create something instead of simply memorizing material. Second, it increases learning motivation because students are directly involved. For example, by creating video projects or presentation, they feel more responsible for their work. Third, it develops soft skills. Through these tasks, students learn collaboration, communication, and problem-solving skills. For example, when students are asked to interview a native speaker, they not only learn the language, but also understand cultural differences so communication remains fluid and effective. Weakness and challenges. However, we also need to understand that this method has several challenges. First is subjectivity. There is a risk that assessment may become less objective if the rubric or scoring criteria are not clearly designed. Second, requires more time and energy. Teachers and students need more time to prepare a project compared to simply answering multiple choice questions. Third, difficult to apply in large class. If the number of students is too high, for example 50 to 60 students, it becomes harder to conduct in-depth individual assessment. Next, application in English skill. Then, how is it applied English language learning? For speaking, teacher can use performance assessments such as a role play, debates, or interview simulation. What is assessed is not only right or wrong answers, but also fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary use, confidence while speaking. For writing, teacher can use portfolio, which is a collection of students written during one semester. From the portfolio, teachers can clearly see students' writing progress from the beginning until the end of the course. In conclusion, alternative assessment is an effective way to to provide a real picture of students' competencies. Also, it requires more time and effort. These methods can produce a more human, comprehensive, and meaningful evaluation of students' language development. Maybe that's all my summary in this presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.